In the past few years, I've analyzed hundreds, if not thousands, of the most successful organic content funnels on the internet. And I've also generated close to $500,000 in revenue for my clients directly through YouTube. And the biggest thing I realized is the channels making the most money are not just posting good content. They are building propaganda content funnels that shape what the viewer believes, who they trust, and what they do next. So let me show you the full organic content funnel that works in 2026 that you can copy for your business as well. And throughout this video, I'll also break down examples of some of the top marketers and operators in the space who use this exact type of YouTube funnel to drive serious revenue for the business. Alright, so here's a bird's eye view of the 2026 YouTube funnel. So you have top of funnel content at the very top. And these are entry point videos just to get people in through the door. Then you have middle of funnel videos, which are more advanced tactics, specific frameworks, which get deeper into the more technical stuff. So for example, here's a video by Jeremy Haynes. He's one of my favorite YouTubers, and he created this video on how to create high converting marketing messaging for your business. And this is a pretty deep framework. That's why it's a middle of funnel content piece. So next is bottom of funnel. Now this type of content gets less views, but way higher conversions than any type of organic content. So here you have case studies, testimonials, client interviews, any type of content where you prove your authority. That is bottom of funnel content. So after the three types of content pieces, now we have capture. So every viewer, we need to capture their contact information because YouTube traffic can shift. And if you have their email, it lets you keep the audience plus get their contact info that you can then use to reach out to constantly send newsletters, etc. So like I said, next is nurturing. Here you build an email list, you send newsletters, you keep the relationship. Even if your viewer goes to some other channel or does not even open YouTube, you still have the email because everyone opens their inbox. Next is convert. So once you have the whole ecosystem going on, you then convert your viewers into qualified leads, and then you convert those qualified leads into paid customers for your business. Now, I'll be going deeper into every step of the funnel and show you how you can build this exact funnel for your business, what you should do, what you should avoid, etc. But if you're someone who doesn't have all the time in the world to build a YouTube channel, run it, grow it, then you might want to get it done by the team of operators who have done this for literally dozens of clients and grown successful YouTube channels, brought in over $500,000 for the clients in revenue. We will build the full YouTube content funnel done for you. So it includes strategy, positioning, ideas, scripting, editing, everything from start to finish. And all you have to do is record the video. So if you're interested in this, click the first link in the description to book a call with me. Alright, let's get into the first step, which is figuring out who. So before you make the video, you need to know who the video is supposed to be for. Let's say you want to attract sophisticated agencies or coaches with your content who do millions of dollars every month. Now you wouldn't make content like this, how to make money online and start an online business, 4 things you should avoid if you want to get rich. This is for teenagers and beginners who want to start making money online. This is very beginner level content, but instead, you would make content like this. So for example, frameworks, deeper tactics, your sales process, how to automate lead gen using AI, etc. Because this is for people who already have a validated offer, a funnel, a skill, who are already making money, and you just want to take them one step further. But what most people get wrong is this. They think that this type of content doesn't get millions of views, which is true. And this does get, so they try to make this type of beginner level content which doesn't attract their ICP at all. They end up making $0 from this type of content, and then they just simply quit YouTube. And that's the worst thing you can do for your channel. Now, you have to ask yourself this question: who can buy my service? If you can define your ICP into clear terms, I bet you can define your ideal audience on YouTube, because that is exactly who we are creating content for. Now, once you know who the video is for, you will think, what should I make? What should I talk about in my content? And that brings us to step number 2, idea. Now, you might have heard a lot of YouTube gurus say online that you should just copy what works, you should extract ideas from outliers, and some of it is true, but the worst thing you can do is copy a video as it is, especially in your niche. So for example, if you look at this video, same subject lines, same thumbnail, same concept, but a difference of night and day in the views. So this is the worst thing you can do. Okay, so how do you steal a video idea like an artist? You just use this simple formula. A great video idea is a format times interest topic times viral vector. So let me explain this to you using an example. The format here is 1,000 hours of studying topic in duration. So 1,000 hours of studying the best marketing funnels in 42 minutes. The interest topic here is marketing funnels. Literally every business owner cares about marketing funnels, lead generation. So this is a great interest topic. And the viral vector here is 1,000 hours. So they compress that effort, 1,000 hours worth of knowledge, into 42 minutes, which signifies speed. So these two viral vectors will just blow up this video. Now, here's our boy Dan Martell who used this exact format and the framework. So 1,000 hours of learning topic in duration. Now, interest topic here is Claude. A lot of people are making content on Claude these days. It is the hottest topic, the most competitive niche right now, actually. So what he did is he took the viral vector, 1,000 hours. He used 15 minutes as another viral vector, which signified speed. And he added one more viral vector, which is beginner to pro. So it's not like this content is just for beginners or this content is just for like advanced people. This is beginner to pro. So it signifies a transformation. This is the easiest proven way to find viral video ideas for your own YouTube channel. Now let's look at some more idea sources. So first is competitor gaps. What are your competitors not explaining that you can explain? So for example, if you sell lead gen, you can explain what are your competitors not explaining that you can. You have to find those gaps and create content around that. Next is sales call objections. So analyze all your sales calls for the top 10 common objections that you constantly get and turn those into video ideas. Next is market myths. So here you just attack false beliefs. You go against the crowd, you tell the truth, and you tell it in a very contrarian way. Next is process breakdown. So each step of your fulfillment, like for example, if you sell email marketing, so making the flows, making the pop-up forms, whatever you do, each step of that process becomes a video idea in its own. Alright, once you figured out your idea, you now have to create the actual video and you have to create it in a way that the viewer trusts you enough to book a call with you or take the next step. And honestly, in the era of AI where information is easily accessible, this is one of the hardest parts of the entire funnel. So once the right person clicks and the idea gets them into your world, the next job is trust. Now, what most people expect the viewers to do is trust them even if they gatekeep information, even if they are not giving them the whole pie. They think that if I give away too much, nobody will buy. But YouTube does not reward the person who hides the most. It rewards the person who explains the best. If you're scared to give away information on YouTube, someone else in the same niche as yours will give away. He will give more, better, show more depth, and build more trust. Literally every single person in your audience will just go to them. So don't gatekeep the value. I'm not telling you to reveal your IPs or stuff that you can only share with your clients. I'm just telling you to create videos that when you watch, you think, okay, I'll pay $100 for this easily. The value in this is worth $100. That's the mindset I want you to go with when creating content. Because if you want to be the number one in your space, you should release as much useful information as possible. So in your free content, give away the strategy, education, clarity, but in your paid offer, you should sell implementation, execution, speed, judgment. Because your viewer will think, if this level of information is free, imagine what I get if I pay this guy $5,000. That's what converts viewers into paid buyers. And that level of trust creates the next step. They watch the video, they trust your thinking, they book the call, they sign up for your lead magnet, whatever the next step is. Alright, once you've done the hard part, which is finding the video idea, packaging, and building trust, you now have to capture your viewers. My recommendation to all my clients and even the people watching this video is to always try to sneak in a lead magnet into the video. So the worst thing you can do is create loads of traffic, hundreds of thousands of viewers, but not have a way to get the contact information and monetize it. And anyone who subscribes to your channel is useful, but you still do not control the relationship. YouTube might eventually stop showing your videos in front of your audience. Maybe the viewers forget your name after a while. Maybe they watch one video and disappear forever. Maybe they go to someone else who's sharing better and more information than you. But this part matters the most. Your lead magnet has to be actually fucking good. If it's bad and the viewers think I could have just used ChatGPT for this shit, then the trust immediately goes down the drain. A good lead magnet does three things. First is a quick win. It should not be 50 pages long. The lead magnet should not be how to make $1 million in 24 hours. It should give them an immediate result. Second is depth. show the depth of your thinking. What specific frameworks you use? What is your way of thinking? How would you tackle this problem? What is your experience? Third is next step. Move them one step closer to buying. So for example, one lead magnet can lead to another. It can lead to a free webinar. It can lead to a paid webinar. And that can lead into eventually buying your high ticket offer. And then you just add them to your list and blast out newsletters. So for example, Daniel Fazio, I really love his videos. I watch his channel regularly. So he creates videos explaining specific frameworks, tackling specific problems for agency owners like myself. And he attaches a lead magnet to almost every single video. So in this video, he just asked to DM the word niche prompts on his Instagram. He just sent me a Google Doc. And now he has my Instagram username. He has opened a conversation with me, and this eventually leads me into going deeper into the funnel and eventually buying his product. And then he just blasts me with his emails every single day, and these are actually good, so I read most of them every single day. Alright, once you've captured the buyer, the next step is to convert. Because once someone has watched your content, downloaded your lead magnet, consumed your emails, the next job is conversion. Now, the first step is to use 2 CTAs in your videos. So first CTA is around 30% of the mark, and the second is at the end of the video. Now the reason we are keeping the first CTA at 30% of the mark is because not every viewer will watch till the end, click your link in the description and buy your product. Your goal should be to convert as many viewers into leads as possible. And ideally, the first CTA should be low stakes. So it could be downloading a free resource, getting a template, watching the next video, joining free training, anything that's low stakes. Do not pitch a high ticket offer in the 30% mark. And if you had the lead magnet, use it here. If you don't, then that is fine. And the CTA at the end of the video should be to work with you directly, because that is where the highest intent people are. Alright, second is to send them to the next relevant video. So a common mistake people make is they have one video and then they think the viewers will immediately buy. But every video should move them to the next step. So for example, they watched a video on how to scrape leads. The next video is about how to qualify leads using AI. So at the end of the video, just say, okay, now you have learned how to scrape leads on Google Maps. Now in this video, I'll tell you how to qualify leads using AI for free. Now, when you move people from one video to another, first, the session time increases on your channel, which gives YouTube a direct signal that your content is working, and it pushes your videos in front of more people. Second, it moves viewers deeper down the funnel, deeper into your ecosystem, so they move down the funnel and eventually buy your service. Number 3, do not send people straight to Calendly. This is another huge mistake I see people make. They just put the Calendly link in the description and call it a funnel, for God's sake. And this brings a ton of unqualified leads into your funnel that just waste your time and have no intent of buying. Now, if you have a lead magnet, I highly recommend putting them in your YouTube video descriptions. But if you don't, here's what you need to do. You need to send all of your YouTube viewers to your landing page, which should ideally have a VSL. After the VSL, you should have an application before showing the calendar. So they go through the qualification questions, and then you only book calls with people who are qualified. And once they book the call, you might have a nurture sequence going on. You might send them your YouTube videos. You can nurture them even further, and then they just show up on the call. You close the deal, boom. Number 4, track the money. I heard this from someone the other day. What gets measured gets improved. So if you're constantly tracking the number of views you're getting on your videos, the number of clicks, number of calls, number of leads, revenue by video, not just, okay, here's what I made from my YouTube channel, but per video basis, then you can work and improve on what is already working. The goal is to know which videos are actually creating buyers versus which are just getting views and fame and attention. Now, if you don't want to do all of this yourself, we will build the full YouTube content funnel done for you. We will do the strategy, the positioning, ideas, scripting, editing, thumbnails, posting, funnels, CTAs, SEO, everything from start to finish. Just click the first link in the description to book a free call with me, or go to vividscale.net, and I'll see you in the next one.